welcome back to my channel. Today I have what I melted for the first half of February 2021. So we have quite a bit actually, and considering I just started working at my new job the first day of February, I feel like we went through a lot in this household. So let's get started. Before we start, I will tell you what's on my nail. It will Never Be Royals by Color Club, and I love this. You guys know how much I've talked about this, worn it, and so on. I am down to here. I'm almost at halfway. So I've just put the light on up here so you guys can see it's multi-chrome. So I absolutely love this. I love how it changes colors. For me, generally it goes purple, it goes a rusty reddy orange, a little blue. So I absolutely love this. We have a candle empty. So this is from the Candle Daddy. I do have in the description bar below a discount code for all of you to use on any of their sale or non-sale items. And I do get a bit of a kickback from that. But I want to tell you guys, this was sent to me, this candle. The candle's called Best Be Cookies Up in This Bitch. And so what I will say is obviously it was meant to be Christmas, like a sugar cookie. I have to tell you, it's probably, I'm smelling it again. So if you're familiar with Rose Girls or any vendor who does carbs like donuts, cronuts, that kind of bready, really obviously pastry-like scent, that's this, and it's really good. And I will say it did sit a little bit here around the edges, as you guys can see, but it actually burned very, very well compared to some of the other ones. The wick didn't really go too far south, like south, east, west, north, you know, didn't stray from center too often. But as I was burning it, you could see the oil rings, like you can see the scented oils in this, and it was like definitely, it threw really well. Again, I will say, I really think this company does very, very well with their candles. I will praise them. So I have another one to talk about down the road here. But it's an absolutely delicious candle, this little tiny little 8-ounce candle. Basically, you can smell in the whole place, the whole condo up here. And it's really good. And this one, like I said, I'm happy to announce that the burn was very good. It didn't go too far off to one side. It managed to fix itself. Not an empty, but still from the Candle Daddy, is the candle called Cherry Tobacco. And I love this. I'm in love with this one. And even Nelson really likes this one. Right, Nelson?
Oh, yeah, totally.
It's really good. I burnt this probably 4 times now, and you can sort of see the last time wasn't super long. That's why I didn't pull out. That was because I didn't have it burning for too long. But this is a sweet but juicy cherry, and then you've got that tobacco. Like, I definitely get a little wee bit of cinnamon, but it's like a pipe tobacco, which is exactly what this picture shows, a pipe tobacco. This is exactly like that. It's definitely a very unique candle scent. Yes, vendors do this similar things when it comes to wax melts, but again, in candle form, this is where I believe this company shines, is in their candles. This would definitely be a repurchase for me, and same with that last one I was telling you about the cookies, the carb one. Fantastic. This is really good, you guys, and again, it's a strong thrower, and I haven't burned it that many times, but as you can see, so far we have no issues with sitting. The wick in the middle is staying there in the center. And obviously I will keep you guys posted as I'm burning it. And you can sort of see like the oils, like this is what I was saying about that cookie one earlier. You can see the oils. It's really, really rich, really, really great. The throw is amazing. So hands down, probably one of my favorite candles that I burned from this company. And then we have just about almost done. I think I have a third or a quarter left of this candle. This is a candle from Chapters Indigo here in Canada. And this is, en français, en anglais, is ginger pumpkin spice. And this one, the scent notes are described as pumpkin spice, warm gingerbread, and cinnamon stick. This is lovely, but I don't feel like I get a big enough throw from this considering these scent notes that you see here. So I wish I got more of a throw from this particular one. I have a couple burning at a time, and some of the other ones I've already mentioned to you guys definitely throw much stronger than this. So, and then this one was much more expensive. This one in Canadian dollars was $19.50. So there you go. I probably wouldn't repurchase this scent again. I wouldn't mind trying a different scent out. I just feel like so far the Candle Daddy ones are kicking some butt. Candle Daddy is kicking butt. Up next from the House of Cyarash is Vanilla Sun. I have burned a third of this one, I think. if we look down here, about a third at this point. It's okay. It's very interesting because the way that they describe the scent notes in this one is fruity notes of sun-kissed wild strawberry and dark cherry that create a delightful sensation of comfort. I get vanilla, but get a smoky vanilla, so it's kind of different. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite. I don't get strawberry, I don't get cherry, any of that. I definitely get like a smokier, heavier vanilla. This is burning in our bedroom generally. And you guys already know, based on the other two House of Cyarash candles I've talked about, this is not my favorite brand, and I would not recommend them for lots of reasons. But for this little candle, this is very expensive, and I don't feel like we consumers are getting the best bang for our buck. And House of Cyarash is known for their packaging for everything else they do, and they really pooped the bed when it came to the candle packaging. It's so basic. And again, if you don't want to, you can just Google what they do for their perfumes and their lipstick cases and things like that. So yeah, anyway, long story short, I would not purchase from this company again, but I am going to keep on enjoying what I am using. So not empty, but very, very close. I have 2 cubes. So this is from Super Tarts. This is in the scent Mash, which is candy corn and coffee. Really, really nice. I'm trying to use some of my coffee, my coffee wax again. I just held on to them for so long because I just don't feel like vendors are doing enough coffee, but I did grab myself a coffee sampler from Rainbow Melts, so I feel really good about that. So anyway, I'm melting these now. So as I always say about Super Tarts is less is more. 1 cube in each of one of your warmers, and sometimes 1 cube in your entire house. Depends on the size, is all you need. So this is from Wax Wednesday in 2019. So it says 2020 because I received this in February 2020. So I really, really do enjoy this one. It's very nice, very creamy, not too ooey gooey. So really, really nice. I think I might actually think about putting this mental list together and say that I would repurchase that again, possibly in Wax Wednesday next year. Frosted Moscow Mule. This is so good, you guys. As you probably, I'll try to remember to link the video up above here where I did shop this candle. It is a Bath & Body Works candle. It's got that little velvety sticker on it. This is so good. This is a great pick-me-up. It is citrusy, it's bright, it's gorgeous. It's just really nice to sort of change up some of the heavier things that I've even shown you up to this point. We haven't even gotten into the other ones, the empties yet. So I still have this much wax left in this bag. This was originally a full 14.5 ounce candle from Bath & Body Works. And I want to say I've gone through about half of that so far. So absolutely, of course, you guys know I burn candles, but I also encourage to chop them up if you have multiples or something that you really love and you want to smell it throughout many parts of your home. So the next ones are all empties now. From here on out, we've got all the empties. So this one, all the Scentsy I was gifted, this particular one is Jeweled Pomegranate. Pomegranate's not my favorite scent in wax, and it wasn't my favorite here. I find pomegranate for some reason, I don't know what it is. There's like a baby powder note to it. It goes and makes my back of my throat dry. I enjoyed the pomegranate. I was really hoping that this Jeweled Pomegranate might be a little bit better, but it was nice. And for most people, this would be perfect. I'm in the minority here that doesn't really enjoy pomegranate. So I wouldn't purchase this one, but I know a lot of people, again, who love pomegranate. And I know this is a fan favorite. Then we have from Accidentally in Love. This one's beautiful. It actually reminds me, it gives me a scent memory of a child when back in the 80s, you got these pencils that had like little pencil bits inside that you had to layer them. And you didn't sharpen them, you just had to pull them out, put them on the top. And one year for Christmas, my sister and I got scented like erasers and scented pencils, and this reminds me of one of those scents. And I don't know exactly the scent note description for Accidentally in Love, but this is a scent memory, a very good one for me. And it's so cute because there's little hearts all over. I know I melted part of this on February 14th as well. So I actually would purchase this again, great scent memory for me. It's just kind of fruity. It's fruity and bright. It's got some citrus notes, some berries definitely in there. And I absolutely love this one. I would definitely think about getting that in the future. Next up, we have Berry Blessed. This is also lovely. I want to say, again, I don't have scent note descriptions, but it kind of gives me like a grapefruit vibe, citrusy vibe, and then some berries and things like that. yeah, I've melted this one exclusively in our bedroom, the master, and really enjoyed this one. I would definitely think about purchasing this one again in the future. So that is Scentsy's Berry Blessed. Here we have Sugar Plum Berry. This is lovely, but I think I want more fruit. I feel like I get more of a perfume note from this one here. So I want more fruit in this one. I think that's my opinion. And I know I'm sorry if this is one of your favorites. I know it's a Scentsy Club and so on. But anyway, I do like this one, but I want more of the plum. I just feel like, you know how blackberry can kind of pull either like blackberry, like the juicy fruit, or then it can also pull kind of perfume like. That's what I get from this, more of a perfume plum or berry scent. So I probably wouldn't repurchase this one in the future. All right, so this was a gift from Ava, and I know this is so popular, and Kim from Kim Hearts Organizing has talked about this one quite a bit. But unfortunately, again, like some of the other ones earlier, I'm gonna say that I'm in the minority to say that I'm not as big a fan. And the big reason for me and PF Chang's is it's so sweet, so ooey gooey. So I'm just gonna try to read this with my old eyes. Flaky pecan rogala cookies dusted with a hint of cinnamon, warm, creamy challah bread, and a buttery brown sugar. It's like the buttery brown sugar that ends up being kind of caramelized, and it's very strong. And I will say, again, just like most every other Super Tarts I've ever had, it will last ages. This melt would have lasted way longer than I gave it. One little melt per melter is probably all you need, but it's just too sweet for my nose. So I'm gonna have to say that I'm very thankful that I was able to try this. I'm trying to think, my Wax Wednesday order from 2020 should be arriving or being shipped soon. And I think it did pick one of these up because at that time I didn't know. That was very sweet of Ava to send this. It wouldn't be a favorite of mine. I don't hate it, but it's not a favorite. Up next we have from the Bathing Garden, Polar Cookies. Again, this is a gift from Ava. I love this one. This was so up my alley. It's like the sugar cookies, a little bit of I don't know, it's so sweet. I almost feel like I get a hint of like a buttermint or something like that, like an icing, buttermint icing. It's just really, really lovely. And it's nothing I've ever looked at purchasing in the future. Now that I've tried it, I would definitely get this again, but I know that obviously this is Polar Cookies. The Bathing Garden does kind of sell their items per season. They have different collections that came out. I believe the Circus collection just released. So this won't come out again probably till closer to Halloween for the holiday season. So they kind of post it and they'll have it open for a little while. So Polar Cookies is definitely something I would try again in the future. We have a Joy Peppermint Marshmallow from Bath & Body Works in a 3-wick candle that I chopped up, and it is all gone. This is lovely. As you guys can tell, if you're a diehard Bath & Body Works fans, this is an oldie but a goodie. Really, really great. It is truly a peppermint marshmallow, but it also, because of the combination, sometimes gives me a little bit of like a coffee vibe, like a mocha, peppermint mocha kind of vibe to it. So although there's no chocolate in it, it kind of gave me that, but I prefer, I really like the peppermint. Of course, I love the marshmallow. So definitely would be something I pick up in the future again. Bath & Body Works Frosted Cranberry. This was a chopped up candle, but it was a candle that I burned back in the holiday season 2019 that I didn't finish because it started smelling gross and sooty, and I was going to throw it out. But rather than completely throw it out, I decided to chop it up and melt it this way, and it did wonderfully. So when I chopped up this candle, I made sure that I pulled out all this yucky kerosene layer. You can sort of look at the candle and you can sort of see where it had blast pulled out. So I tried to pull away from all that. This is lovely. Frosted Cranberry from Bath & Body Works is probably one of my favorite scents that Bath & Body Works does. From Vintage Chic Scents, we completed Campfire Tales. So Campfire Tales is white chocolate graham crackers, crackers, and ooey marshmallows or gooey marshmallows. This is such an old packaging. This is great, you guys. But I am happy that I went through this. As you can see, the pour date is January 11th, 2018. So that is a long time ago. I had it for a long time. It was definitely one of those scents that was very hard to get your hands on. So when I did, I bought this particular one here. It was like one of those big blocks that had 6 big squares within the block. So anyway, I was happy that I had this, and I really did enjoy this one. It's a really nice balance. I would definitely think about purchasing this one again in the future. And even after 3 years, this thing threw really well. All right, from Rainbow Melts, we have Silent Night, which is flannel sheets and sugar plum berries. I really like this one. In fact, I almost felt like I was sitting in the living room. I remember I was sitting in the living room watching TV, and I kept thinking, did I just launder my hoodie or whatever it was I was wearing at the time? I'm like, it smells good. Like I just pulled it out of the laundry. And that would be the flannel sheets, because guess what? Yeah, no, that's not the case. It was because this was going, and it took me a couple times to kind of go, oh yeah, that's right. I really enjoy this one, and like many others, Rainbow Melts, less is more. You don't need a lot to get a really good bang for your buck for throw. Really enjoy this one. Definitely be something I purchase in the future again. If you guys have been watching my channel for any length of time, really, you probably know that Beauty and the Beast from Super Tarts is one of my all-time favorite melts from anyone, from any vendor, jeepers, like it doesn't matter. It is one of my most comforting scents, just like perfume does that to a lot of people. This is perfume for your home. So this one here is described as sweet blackberries and magically delicious. I would wear this on my body if I could. If there was a perfume in it, I probably would get it. I know that Brandy makes them, but I can't get them in Canada because perfume. Yeah, first world problems. But anyway, this is great. I went through an entire BAM bag. That's what this one was. I have another one in backup. I have a couple more clamshells. I am good to go for the next year. I really do enjoy this one. I find this to be one of my favorite ones to melt over the holiday season too. Just because, you know, you're home, you're cozy, it's snowing. It's just such a great feeling. I love this one, Beauty and the Beast. Then I melted through some more of my Super Tarts advent calendar from 2020. So we're just going to go over these quickly. This is the grapefruit twist, green apple, rosemary, patchouli, teakwood. Not my favorite, but that's the risk that you take when you get like a surprise advent. You don't know what you're going to get. Not my favorite scent, but that's okay. I melted it. I somewhat enjoyed it, but that's okay. Next up, we got Palo Santo, blackberry, amber, and sandalwood vanilla. Beautiful, beautiful blend. So good. Palo Santo has been a big deal in the wax vendor community for quite some time. And I think Bath & Body Works is jumping on that, because I know that they've only in the last little while, like the last year, really started making candles with Palo Santo in it. It's just a really sexy, fresh, kind of slightly manly, but not too much. But mixed with all of this was beautiful. I would definitely purchase this particular blend in the future if it comes out as a clamshell. Day 18, we have frankincense, amber rain, and cool water mint. Not my favorite. It was okay. Very strong, of course, because it is Super Tarts. But yeah, not my absolute favorite. As you guys can tell, this was kind of like a Grinch theme this year for 2020. Last but certainly not least, we have Frosty Air, Cypress, Twisted Peppermint, Tangerine, and Driftwood. Wow, I had to look at that one. So this was nice. Again, not something I would just go out and run and buy a whole bunch of them. It's like not going to be a fan favorite for me. So out of those 4, I had one that I would definitely purchase in the future. But again, I'm glad I tried it, and it's always nice to see and smell, I guess, new blends. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and we hope to see you back on the next video. As always, you guys, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.